Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel once again. So today we are going to learn how we can paint some simple flowers with easy step, and I'm going to use flat brush, or maybe you can use round brush as well. I like to use round brush, but you can do all these things with the help of smaller flat brush also. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to keep every flower quite simple to paint, so it would be easy for you if you are a beginner as well. And we need to create some petals, small petal like this. I have created at distance for the first round, so this is first layer of my petals, and then I'm going to keep it aside, let it dry for some time, and then we can do second round about to that. You can easily differentiate between the front layers and the back layers of the petals, keeping a negative space in between so that we can utilize that space as a ovary of the flower. You can create as many as you want. For now I'm creating only 3. You can also choose different colors for different layering, like purple and pink goes really well with each other, but I am keeping it little lighter for the back layer and little dark for the front layer. And with the help of yellow and brown color, create a simple ovary in the negative space that we have in between the petals. And now you can create some stems and leaves. So I am trying to create different kind of leaves for all the flowers that we have for today's video. All these flowers are in same line, like process and everything is same to paint all these leaves. So for the first one I'm creating one stroke leaves like this. So you need to apply pressure a little bit into your brush, and you can move your brush towards left and right to get something like this, like we have for the first one. And I think we're done with the first one, and now we can move to the second one. So for the second one I'm keeping the petals little longer, and I'm applying pressure in the middle and leaving it slowly so that I can get the pointed end. And I'm keeping all the petals in a oval kind of shape so that we can get a flower kind of structure. So I'm keeping all the petals little smaller and little bigger as compared to each other, and creating 3 flowers. So this is the first layer like we did for the first one, and meanwhile the first layer is drying, we can create some leaves and stems. So let's create leaves and stems for this particular flower. You can create a small base for the flower as well, and this time I'm creating 2 strokes leaves, keeping a fine negative space in between. So I am getting something like this, having a little bit negative space in between, and I like these kind of leaves very much. And once your petals gets dried, you can create another layer with the same color. So basically you can use different color as well, but I like to use same color, so I'm using same purple color for the front layer as well. Now let's move to the third one quickly. So for the third one I'm only using 1/3 of my brush. So with the help of tip I'm creating these small structure, and I'm creating all these things in a group. But the thing is I'm also keeping negative space between 2 petals. So as you can see, these do not follow any pattern except they are forming a round kind of structure, but you can keep the direction of petals anywhere and keep negative space between 2 petals. So this one is inspired by the marigold flower. And you can add little yellow color in between. So let it dry for some time, and meanwhile we can create the base of the flower, the stems and the leaves. So you can use different green color of your choices. You can create your own green color with the help of yellow and blue color, and based on the temperature of the color you can get different shades of green as well. So I have already created a video around the warm and the cool colors and how you can differentiate between those, and how you can create n number of different colors with those two colors. Now once you get done with the leaves and stems, you can create little extra petal in the center of the flower to make it little darker. Let's do the fourth one. So for the fourth one, I'm creating an oval kind of structure like this with the help of lemon yellow color. I have mixed little bit of orange as well, and I'm creating the sepals for each and every flower that we have. So I'm creating 3 flower for this particular group and keeping 2 sepals at the base, creating stems. So once you are done with the stems and sepals and the basic flower structure, you can add a little bit of orange and red color at one side of the oval shape to get some extra shading around your flowers. And you can definitely choose different colors as well. I think orange, red and yellow goes really well with each other, so I'm choosing these colors. And this time I'm creating little longer leaves, so I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm extending my stroke a little bit to get little longer leaves. Now for this particular one, I'm creating same oval kind of structure like previous one, but this time I'm creating small petals as well, and I'm using only tip of my brush so that we will not get any bigger petal for this particular flower, because this is one single flower having group of small elements into it and creating something like this. So then you can create leaves and the base of the flower. For this particular one, I'm creating little zigzag and serrated kind of leaves. Does not have any structure or any specified pattern for the leaves. Now I'm keeping things little simple, and this one is the simplest one. So I'm adding round kind of shape to create flowers. You can keep little bigger, you can keep little smaller, you can keep uh, exact round shape, or you can keep the things little in the oval shape as well. While creating these round shape, just make sure you are keeping the negative space in between so that we can utilize those space for center part of the flower. And then let's create small leaves for this particular flower, and I'm keeping the center part yellow, and we are done. Now let's try a few more. So I'm creating some dots of purple color like this. It's quite simple. Even if you don't know anything about painting, you can do all these things. Now with the help of clean water, I'm trying to spread the color a little bit, and so that we can have little rough structure in a round shape, and we can also get some different shades of color. Now you can keep the stems individual, but I'm keeping one stem and creating a group of flower for one single stem. So let's add all the things together in one stem, and then you can create some foliages and leaves as well. I'm creating tree branch kind of structure, and then you can create little bigger leaves as well if you like to. This one is looking very simple, but trust me, these flowers are very helpful as a flower fillers. Let's try the last one. So this one is inspired by the rose flower, so I'm keeping a little round kind of structure at the top and then creating base. So I'm just moving my brush towards left and right to create the base of the flower, and we are done with the flower. We can create stems and leaves like we did for the other flowers as well. And now you have two options. Either you can keep all these flowers like this, like we painted right now as of now, but with the help of gel pen you can do little bit of outlining for the petals and the leaves. So I'm not tracing everything with the help of pen, but I'm adding little bit detailing in the leaves and flower petals so that you can see the structure better as compared to the previous one. So I like to do some extra detailing with the help of pen, so I'm using 005 mm. It's a very fine pen so that you even not able to see the pen mark itself, but I think this elevates your loose flower very much. So you can do something like this. Once your painting gets dried completely, you can trace a few elements around your painting and you can see the structure better, and you can follow the same step for all the flowers that we have. I hope you have liked this video. This video is helpful for you guys, and please do let me know if you have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching my videos. See you guys in the next video.